stick around and I will give you the 8 ways to battle low testosterone. So unfortunately, in our modern times, our hormone health is horrible, horrifying, if I may add. Every single day, we're battling low test, whether it be the tap water, the air that we drink, the receipts that we're holding. A lot of these factors we just can't change. A lot of these factors we can't change, but a lot of these factors we actually can change. So this is 8 ways to increase your testosterone levels naturally without putting a needle in your behind. So poor sleep quality, inconsistent or insufficient sleep. Now, your sleep should be one of the most important things that you prioritize in your life. I know a lot of people, Sigma, grind set mofos are like, oh, you shouldn't sleep. You should bring in like 5 hours a day. Simple fact is that if you do put in 5 hours a day, you're going to destroy your hormonal health. This is going to kill your gains in the gym. You're going to walk around unmotivated. And frankly, you're going to be like a female or something. The point is, you're going to have low hormonal health because sleep, especially really good sleep, helps hormonal production. So you should be aiming for about 7 to 9 hours per night. I sometimes take melatonin, also try to keep my room as dark as possible, as well as having little to no electronics before you go to sleep. Next one is chronic stress level. Why do y'all just stressed out? That could just be it. This is a big mindset one, just simply not caring that much about certain things that happen in your life, not stressing about it, not worrying about it too much. Because what stress does is it activates something called cortisol. High levels of cortisol suppresses testosterone production, which is kind of what we're aiming for. We want testosterone to be produced. So whatever ways you can reduce your stress, do that. This is why I go against things like too much running can spike your cortisol levels. Too much long distance running can spike your cortisol levels. Too much weightlifting can spike your cortisol levels. This doesn't mean you have to cut these things out, but you have to be aware of them, right? Another thing that you can add on is cortisol blockers. So this actually blocks cortisol production, which if the cortisol production is blocked, then the testosterone production is, right? Next one is a sedentary lifestyle. A lot of Americans, I would even go as far as to say most Americans, live a very sedentary lifestyle. Where they're at the desk, kind of like where I'm at now, and they're just typing away on their computer. They're at work, sitting. They're driving to work, sitting. They drive from work, sitting. They're on their lunch break. What are they doing, right? They're sitting. They come home, oh, I'm so tired from work, and they sit down and watch Netflix. If you really think about it, throughout the day, it's kind of rare for the modern American to be moving. I talked about this in my last video, but all it takes is 10,000 steps, and that's 1,000 calories burnt. So you can accelerate your weight loss journey just by walking more. You don't really even have to exercise, even though that does help. So try to walk more, move more. Lack of exercise, especially strength training, just instantly leads to lower testosterone levels. Next one is poor diet choice. Once again, the American standardized diet is horrible for testosterone production. This could mean excess sugar, processed foods, all the bullshit. Now, I'm not saying you have to cut out foods you love in order to lose. And I'm not saying you have to cut out foods you love in order to produce testosterone, but you should be focusing on foods that have a little bit more cholesterol in them. I thought cholesterol was horrible. I thought cholesterol was bad. Well, the standard American diet sometimes do have a lot of cholesterol, but that doesn't mean you have to cut out cholesterol. That doesn't mean you have to cut out all cholesterol. Because what cholesterol does is it actually produces testosterone. So what does this mean? Oh, should I eat bullshit or should I not eat bullshit? The thing is, you can eat things like red meat, beef, butter, cheese, having them organic and having them whole, eggs too, especially eggs. Having them organic and having them whole can lead to a healthy amount of cholesterol, which leads to a healthy amount of testosterone. cholesterol literally produces testosterone, literally aids in the production of testosterone. So no matter what, you need cholesterol. You should not cut it out of your diet. But at the same time, eating excess sugars and excess fats is going to stifle the production of testosterone. So having a nutrient-based diet with whole foods is the best way to go. I'm gonna do one more actually. So the next one is two more. The next one is environmental toxins. So there's little things that people don't realize that fucks up your testosterone. This can be drinking from plastic water bottles. This can also be from touching receipts. Every receipt has chemical on top of it that can be absorbed through your skin that actually stifles testosterone production and healthy hormone health. Same thing for drinking water bottles. If you drink too much plastic, but I'm not drinking plastic, Dante. Actually, you are. If you have a water bottle in the sunlight, the water bottle melts and it seeps into the water. And if you're like, oh, but I get my water bottles cold or whatever the fuck it is, I think those water bottles were in a warehouse for the longest amount of time before they were actually shipped to the grocery store. So no matter what, they probably got plastic in it. I mean, you just can't avoid it. Microwaving your food and things like Tupperware that's not glass, that can also stifle your testosterone, help and seep plastics into your food. So it's very hard to avoid these things completely. I'm not gonna sit here like I never drink a plastic water bottle in my life. But if you're aware of it and you're just like, okay, drinking plastic water bottles, I'm going to drink out of a glass, or I'm going to start buying glass Tupperware. And you just kind of put these habits in. Or, the lady's like, do you want a receipt or not? You're going to be like, hell no, I don't want no goddamn receipt. You can keep that shit. But understanding this and slowly putting them in your life can help you also slowly raise your testosterone health. Next one is lack of sunlight. Sometimes we can't do shit about it. I'm looking out of my window and it's about gray as fuck. So, we're not God. Can't control the sunlight. I think in one of my videos I did say I was God though. But can't control the sunlight. So what we can do though is just take a simple supplement. So I have a vitamin D supplement. I have a zinc one. So B vitamins. This is vitamin C. This is vitamin B in it. Actually doesn't have vitamin D. What the fuck? Be complex. Hey. So taking supplements work. If you're facing lack of sunlight in your area, the best thing you can really do is just take a supplement. Try to get natural sunlight as much as possible. And I would recommend when the sunlight does come out, around with your shirt off, especially if you got them gains, then you can do that. So you can absorb sun, taking weekly trips to the beach as well. It's just absorbing that sunlight. That'd be one of the best things for your vitamin D production, which also aids in your testosterone production. Then the last one is just obesity. So a lot of you motherfuckers is fat. What the fuck am I saying? All right. So higher body fat levels correlate with less testosterone production. So if you have a higher body fat, you actually reduce your testosterone levels just right off the bat. So one of the things you should focus on is getting lean, right? Now, lucky for you, I actually made a video about getting lean. So you can watch that after this one. And this is the last point, so you might as well do that. But yeah, if you have a lean physique, then you're going to be able to produce testosterone way more readily and way more even than that. And since you watched the whole video, here's the bonus point. Hit legs. Every 3 days you hit legs, you get a testosterone production boost that lasts for about 72 hours. So yeah, that's pretty good. That's a good one too. So remember to hit your legs, and that's pretty much it for today, guys. I'll see you in the next one.